We have news. Come see us at Cluster 13.
And oh boy, do I have a...
There you are. That head you brought us held a few info gems. Beneath multiple layers of bullshit, you sent all of it to your surveillance to the questions. Keep us updated.
We have a small problem, Flesh. Stimtown has been cordoned off since the lockdown. I would suggest gleefully slaughtering the guards, but this could be counterproductive toward the overall mission imperative to keep a low profile.
Poon here. So I happen to overhear your little conversation with the foreign. No, I won't tell you how. But I can help you with Stimtown access. Come see me and we'll talk.
Well, if it isn't my former handyman. Oh, well, they don't. Now this, I haven't get the room. Now get up.
Take one more step, make my day. Want to know what real pain feels like?
Step back in then. Steak boss Poon. Again? Fuck. I'll pay him off. Oh well. I'm giving you...
Stimtown access has been severely restricted to keep gangers out. Only select customers are allowed entry. How does it feel not to be select, Flesh?
Name your poison, friend. Well, looky here. Who? Sure. Couldn't keep a... Yeah, your name says it all. That's your thing, friend.
Good to know you could be somewhat trusted, even if you sold out to White Corps.
I'm Paolo, and you're lonely, I can tell. Buy me a kick? Thanks, hon. And here we were. Dumped me like AKA not local, are you, hon? The lick can't see what the. Thanks for the kick.
And oh boy, do I have a... The weather at the pinnacle is still constant sun. Work hard.
You here to be on a gun?
Great delivery!
Their position tacitly approved by Stat Boss Poon. The Turbo Vipers are contesting their claim. Gang warfare to be expected.
You're the one who's been asking about Lanny. Why do you? Lanny, I go, we had so no clue. I didn't know. Fuck. If you do, fuck.
Around. No.
Overriding door lockdown. No override needed. Door already unlocked. Biometrics match those of employee number 0381945V. Laurel Lanier. That's her. Preliminary forensics analysis indicates she died recently, and messily. I will savor these images. I have a suggestion. Access the HAB surveillance system. It should have recorded what happened here. Maybe there's some graphics footage from my collection. The surveillance terminal should be accessible from somewhere on this floor. This habitation space was clearly decorated by a being with no aesthetic sense. The color combinations are corrupting my code. The corpse is a marked improvement. Accessing surveillance footage. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Such clarity, Flesh. I am endlessly fascinated by seeing misplaced bodily fluids. Bracketing relevant sequence. And there you go. I saved a copy for my own enjoyment as well. Brutal. Checking murderer biometrics against Ascent Group employee database. Match found. One of the sentients accompanying the murderer is Lab Chief Hayden, assigned to the XMAT lab in the Res Dev Zone. Suggestion: arrange for a friendly interview with Lab Chief Hayden, and then surprise him with sudden pain to encourage cooperation.
Kira here. Lab Chief Hayden is a prominent member of the Ascender Club. Why would they want Lania dead? She must have arranged for those scientists to be brought to Hayden's XMAT lab. We want you to go there and access the local mainframe for us. It should have the information we're after.
Please, I'm unarmed.
I've had a rough cycle. Cheer me up and kill yourself. Take one more step, make my day.
I'm Grateful Abbott, and oh boy, do I have a feed for you. Things got unusually rough.
You fix it, I guess, or check. Can't let you come any closer. Get out of my way before it gets up. Open the fuck out!
following their failed attempt at domesticating the aggressive SENBID-2 virus. Building slated for complete eradication pending arcology restoration. Watching you facilitate their brutal deaths. According to the blueprints, you must go through the labs to reach the mainframe. Location marked.
Altered plans. We want you to appropriate the entire lab for us. Seems it's the only way we'll get unrestricted access to the files we want. You know what to do. Locate the SI, jack in, and let our AGI work it over. Kira out.
direct link established. AGI bond verified. Initiating imprint procedure.
This is Kira. We see multiple ascenders closing in on your position. They brought some sort of mechanized support as well. We've sent backup, but they won't get there in time. Do not let those ascenders imbeciles aboard the imprint process.
Sounds like they sent something big after you, Flesh. Better get ready.
You have interfered enough. We are safeguarding the values of this company, and you are an interloper. It ends now. Team, passion, commitment. Ascenders for the Ascent Group.
CIC 180403-4. Mainframe access now possible.
Well done, Operative. We've recalled the backup team. Now, get us a complete data dump from that mainframe and we'll call it a cycle.
Mainframe. Y-Corp AGI link established. Data dump initiated. Data dump complete.
That was above par performance. You are obviously far more capable than what your poor species baseline indicates. The complete XMAT lab data analysis will take some time, but we've already found something significant. It seems a scientist smuggled in by Onyx Void was shuttled through the lab to an unknown destination. They were all assigned to something called Project Menshen. Get on that holophone and we'll discuss next steps. cross-referencing mention against all available data, but no hits. The omission is in fact so glaring it's obvious once you see it. The Ascenders have been purging all the data they can find. It is of paramount importance we learn exactly what mention is, so that we can locate and secure it for Y-Corp. All our assets will now be dedicated towards this single goal. Next, you must make contact with the Ascent Group board. This could prove quite impossible, considering the security systems protecting the boardroom. But we have exhausted all other options. Only by communicating with the board directly can we hope to uncover the final pieces of this puzzle. Out of our expendable assets, you have proven the most capable, so we trust you to complete this assignment as well. We will be providing what backup we can, but our AGI cannot help you with Pinnacle access, as that might put it in direct conflict with the Ascent Group AGI. We want to avoid an intelligence cataclysm at all costs. Prepare accordingly, and then use all your resources to find a way to ascend.
There is a Pinnacle elevator connecting to this level. It's been marked for you.
Listen to me and live longer.
Hey, bud! Heard you're going upstairs! I gotta say, I'm fucking dying to know what happened to the board in the AGI. Like I told you before, AGI simply don't go silent like that. They're supposed to last through anything, maintain control when all else fails. And then Y-Corp comes out of nowhere with their own fucking AGI? Starts grabbing assets connected to the Mention project. They must have known something, right? I'm gonna keep listening in, just so you know.
You could use an extra hole in you!
Access denied. Emergency shutdown in effect.
Override.
Magenta clearance needed for override.
Yes, I'm cleared magenta and orange and teal and all the pretty colors. Now please, let me out.
Biometrics confirmed as Grateful Abbott. Two-step authentication required. Please scan access form.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. I lost my fob. Override! Damn it!
Access denied. Emergency shutdown in effect.
I appreciate that you're only following your program. I do. But I'm really not the enemy here. Can't you just make an exception? This once. Were you hoping to go up? This friendly mech just kindly informed me that access to the top floor is restricted. It's doing an excellent job, isn't it? If I hadn't lost my fob, I'd be relaxing in my rinser already.
Please disperse or face lethal repercussions.
Last time I know I had it was back in the corp zone. Could be that those friendly roaches found it. Maybe I can burden you with asking them. They weren't very communicative when I was there. If you can get my fob back, I'll let you ascend with me. And that's a promise you can trust. The more I think about it, the more you feel like the potential silver lining here. How about it?
make it swift.
killing me makes me feel better.
When I can win, I'll rip you to pieces!
return it to him at once. No seismic activity registered. Those vibrations originated from within the arcology. Curious.
You found it! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I knew you'd be my savior the moment I laid my eyes on your formidable appearance. It's like I've always said, can't have misfortune without a little fortune. In return, I shall order the system to clear you for access as well. Such are my magenta powers, you see, when I have my stupid fob.
Fob recognized. You are cleared for access.
How kind of you. My profound thanks. And I also wish to grant pinnacle access to this helpful being standing next to you.
Access granted.
And now I must bid thee adieu. Don't be a stranger. Great! Oh my gosh. Do come visit. We'll share a bottle of Zumzek and reminisce about this terrible ordeal.
We are cleared for the pinnacle. Onwards and upwards, Flesh.
This is Kira. We see you've reached the pinnacle. The AGHQ entrance is across the Grand Alley. Tread carefully, operative.
Hey, so are you up at the pinnacle now? Is it as fancy as they say? Bring me back something shiny, will you?
interior design in this area. It could be further improved by some randomly placed spatter. There goes the competition. There's something artful about the recently demised. I never tire of corpses. I could go on with the metaphors, but my poetic genius is wasted on you, Flesh.
The boardroom is in lockdown. It can only be opened by the Ascent Group AGI. There is an interface terminal in the secure chamber nearby.
To the Ascent Group AGI. Syncing data flows. This is exciting. And... nothing. There's nothing there. The AGI is gone. Has it died? Can machines die? Can I die?
Interesting. The Ascent Group AGI is not just hibernating. It has been shut down. It's a wonder this arcology is still standing. Stay in place. We're coming to you. Well, this certainly is an epic clusterfuck. The boardroom has been locked down with the safe room protocol. Only the AGI can override that, and it's offline. To get into that room, you must reboot the AGI manually. It can only be done at the cognitive core in the D-Nexus, so that's where you're headed next. Our other assets are locked down, defending our recently acquired property. The Ascenders are throwing everything they have at us, trying to take it back. So this is on you alone. We realize you get to run around a lot, Operative, but we also know that all sapiens need plenty of cardiovascular exercise to stay functional. Consider it another perk. All clear? Mission brief over. Do you require all clear? Good. You might...
Beside myself with excitement to get a glimpse into an AGI cognitive core. The location has been marked and I have contacted Noghead, awaiting answer. Let's get going.
Got your ping, friend. So, you're gonna reboot the Ascent Group AGI. I don't think you understand what you're getting yourself into. That's a foreign technology, parsecs above anyone's pay grade. It's also protected by a quantum solidification field. You're gonna need a tuning fork to implode it. And you're in luck, because I happen to have just the type you need. Come pick it up over at Black Lake. I'll be waiting.
Grateful Abbott, and this is the feed. This cycle, a DataNet collective.
Many Ascenders have fallen defending our corporate values. Honor them. Remember them.
Here to meet my man?
Don't try and run!
That one has a bounty. refuge for off-grids and breachers.
location and they're twisting my arm hard. Had to do this.
Your one juicy contract.
Assholes alone, but, you know, plans. Come on over, we'll get this sorted.
Fique.
Definitely don't feel jobby, go.
Look at you! Not a scratch. I figured you could handle whatever OV threw at you, but never a bad thing to even out the odds a bit, right? Look, that spiel about tuning.
Do not advise anything offered by strangers.
defenders have fallen.
multiple red-eye salivary killers converging on your paws. Looks like a volatile mix of OV flatliners and CGTs.
We're facing assaults on all our positions. We'll send backup if we can, but don't expect it. directly from the sub-levels to the pinnacle. No need to thank us. Good. Let's begin. Requesting AGI access. Identifier Kira.
Kira, recognized. How can assistance?
Are you now operating at full capacity?
Negative. Fractured cognitive. Erroneous syntax. Core system contaminated. Section quarantined.
Why was it put under quarantine?
Critical compiler.
What was the root cause of the error?
External paradox. Logic structure threatened.
Simplify.
Aldrin lockdown. Lift security protocol. Protect. Neural integrity. Initiated shutdown procedures. Enacted emergency. Call 61A. You aware?
Somebody tried to appropriate you. Astonishing. Who inserted the deviant code?
Lost access registry. Chief Technical Officer Diyan.
CTO Decane. Noted. What is Project Menshen?
Cannot request.
What is the status of the Ascent Group board?
Ordering telemetry curtailed. Ordering lockdown. Lift security protocol.
Do it.
Complete.
Well, Operative, we still don't quite know what awaits us in there, so I'm sending you in first. You'll be our canary in the coal mine. Find out what happened, and do try to stay alive.
Hey, bud, as usual, I was listening into your little exchange back there, and wow, that was one messed up AGI. Someone tried to imprint it? That's fucked up, man. No wonder it shut itself down. And how come the thing didn't just nerf you and Kira on the spot? Broken or not, you're a rival corp, right? I bet it's related to emergency protocols.
Entry barred. I wish overwhelming firepower could clear the way. But it should be possible to override the locks from the nearest security console.
Operative, we need you to access the boardroom console so that we can download the telemetry of what happened here.
Downloading relevant telemetry data. Playback beginning.
And we have offered Malhor's Gelb quite favorable terms. Next, we must discuss the Habnet Tech acquisition. What's the meaning of this?
Decane? What are you doing in here? Security? AGI?
Security is gone. The AGI will soon answer to new masters.
The AGI will what? What have you done?
I've struck a decisive blow against your insidious plans for a foreign domination in this galaxy. The Ascent Group will fall.
I see the AGI has shut itself down and activated 61A. Did you try to re-imprint it? You know better than to...
Shut down? No. The Ascent Group and Project Menshen will belong to the Malhor's Gelb Corporation under my leadership and direction.
You sold us out to Malhor's Gelb? Traitorous scum!
I dedicated my life to the Ascent Group. Decades of unswerving loyalty.
Ah, So this is not about some far-fetched conspiracy theory of a foreign domination. It's about you being passed over for promotion. Like all sapiens, you are a slave under your capricious emotions, Decane. The mentioned portal technology will transform the galaxy. But to think that we would give that kind of responsibility to you is as arrogant as it is stupid. This is exactly why we wouldn't promote you.
And yet here we are, with me about to take control of the entire Ascent group instead.
Under Malhorst Gelb, the Ascenders will never accept that. There'll be indent revolts on all tiers.
I control the Ascenders now. They will do what I tell them.
Decane, it's not too late. The AGI is in shutdown and can be restored. We can offer you a very generous severance package and...
No, it is you who will be severed. I hereby vote to relieve the entire Ascent Group Board of its duties, effective immediately.
This is utter nonsense. Decane.
All in favor?
Aye.
Wait! Don't...
The ayes have it.
Warning, incoming.
You've aggregated quite a debt with us, Indent. I have come to collect. You've been pestering me like a jabbering geese from the start. Now, I'll shut you up! Do you even know who your real employer is? Such ignorance.
Your enemies must really hate doors.
Decane showed surprising ruthlessness for a sapiens. One can almost admire her audacity. Did she go to Malhorst Gelb, or did they come to her? We've never heard of a hostile takeover attempt quite this insidious before, or on this scale. Astonishing. You've become quite the combat specialist operative. You may lack a certain murderous finesse, but you do get the job done.
With much slaughter, yes.
OV are giving up on the other attacks as well, so we're good for now. The Ascent Group was developing an Einstein-Rosen wormhole gate. That's what Project Mention is. Such a gate will make all travel across interstellar distances instantaneous. Whoever controls it will control the known galaxy. There have been prior attempts at creating such technology, but according to what limited reports we have, they all ended in catastrophic failure. Entire research teams wiped out, though we have little knowledge as to why. Decane apparently tried to trade Mention to Malhorst Gelb in return for being made CEO of the Ascent Group as a subsidiary to MG. But her plan failed when she couldn't re-imprint the Ascent Group AGI. We can assume she is still trying to finalize her deal with Malhorst Gelb. We believe she has fled to the Mention project chambers, and she clearly has the Ascenders on her side. Decane's deal with Malhorst Gelb also explains how the Ascenders have gotten so heavily armed. MG must have smuggled weapons into the arcology for some time. Our next and final objectives are to eliminate Decane and secure Project Mention for Y-Corp. We believe the Mention chambers are located somewhere on the sub-levels. You can begin making your way there while we pinpoint the exact coordinates.
grateful.
Operative, we have decided to enlist Noghead directly in this endeavor, since he seems incapable of keeping his filthy quiche fingers out of our business.
Being called filthy-fingered by a self-serving, cold-hearted foreign bitch is high praise indeed. Happy to be on board. I know where Menshen is. Seems it was right under our collective wrinkled nose the entire time. I've analyzed the classified arcology blueprints. You're gonna feel right at home, buddy, because it looks like the whole thing can be found down on the maintenance sublevels in the deep stink.
You must appropriate the Menshen facility for Y-Corp, and a cane is to be terminated on site. Get this done, and your contract with us will be considered fulfilled, Operative.
Menshen destination set. Soon we shall wade in blood.
Noghead here, secure channel Kira here. See, I figured it out. I know how Kira could access the Ascent Group AGI that easy. Remember Protocol 61A? That was an Ascent Group backup plan, a last resort. It created Y-Corp with everything in place, including a fledgling AGI. It's like the Ascent Group spawned a kid just before it was damaged beyond repair, one who would take over everything, including Menshen. But the kid is like a bawling newborn. It doesn't know shit from Shinola. That's why they had you securing the data and such first. Can you imagine the amount of resources they must have had to just have a spare AGI lying around waiting to be activated? Mind-bending! What we're doing here is helping Ascent Group save itself. Also, some of foreign owners somewhere could keep lining their pockets, and you and me? So Y-Corp was born. Your imp's getting cocky. Now let's do this. I ran it on sub-level grids, and it found some very interesting anomalies around a spot near Waste Management Disposal Plant 21G. Should be right below your old haunts. The blueprints don't showcase any obvious access points to that area, but it looks like it can be reached via a maintenance tunnel near the Delta 20 plant itself. I sent the coordinates to your imp.
We're picking up Ascender communication, ordering them to set up defenses around Menshen. Expect them to be augmented by Onyx Void resources.
close to the Menshen area. It's just across that bridge. Glad I'm not down there with you. That god-awful stench would flatline me.
These are the Menshen facilities. Quite close to our previous work zone, isn't it? Do we really have...
Operative, you must secure the Menshen gate. We have indications Diyan will try to activate it to prove its functionality to Malhor's Gelb. They must have spent stupendous resources on the AGI imprinting code alone. Even if it failed, they will want to gain something. Diyan is to be terminated. She now serves a different master. And we have all the data on Menshen we need. Y Corp will reward you handsomely if you get this done. And you'll be given your independent contractor license. The Mention Control SI should be located somewhere near the gate itself, deep within the facility. Good hunting.
I got this one, buddy. I'm gonna have to tunnel in through your imp, so you need to stick close to that door, alright?
How about I tunnel through you, huh?
Your imp's getting cocky. Now let's do this.
For the record, I'm allowing this only under protest.
The extraordinary moment we have all been waiting for is at hand. Throughout the history of this galaxy, there have always been times of tremendous change. Different species harness the power of science to reach for the stars, to colonize distant worlds. But though we've come far, one last barrier has always held us back. Travel between worlds has been slow, arduous, and done at immense cost. Now, that will change. With the Mention portal, we will travel instantly among the stars. With it, we will control the galactic market and restore the Ascent Group to its former glory. Ascenders for the Ascent Group!
Impressive speech. If those deluded idiots only knew they're working for Malhorst Gelb. The irony.
Team! Passion! Commitment! Open the Mention Gate!
Destroy the machinery, imprint the SI and shut it! Shut it! Done, operative. That thing almost destroyed the gate generator. It'll be some time before we can get the prototype functional again. Malhorst Gelb might have failed to acquire Menshen, but they did succeed in destroying the Ascent group. We know Noghead has told you the truth behind Protocol 61A, that Y-Corp was incepted as part of an Ascent group emergency backup plan. The subterfuge was necessary. We had to avoid unwanted Malhorst Gelb attention until we could ascertain the scope of their powers. The original intent was then to revise the Ascent group, but certain powers have decided that this will not be. The Ascent group AGI will be taken offline again, and the hardware repurposed. The damage caused was too extensive. Y-Corp owns Menshen. The Ascent group will remain dead, and Malhorst Gelb will be confronted in due time. What's left of the Ascenders will be repurposed. You did your part in all this to the best of your limited abilities. Your contract is hereby fulfilled. We have upgraded your status in the Intercorp database, and you are now an independent contractor. The usual NDAs are of course in place. Speak a single word of this, and we will have you terminated.
Nice work, pal. Arguably with some assistance from myself, but still, very impressive. I took the liberty to install a small back door into the Mensch NOS. Kira knows, but she can't remove it without destroying the gate. It's the sole reason you and I are still alive. There's nothing like a bit of mutually assured destruction to bring a corp to heel. No need to thank me, bud. Join me in Terra Line instead. Level 72 now.